I said to myself that I wouldn't be putting this flavored drinks inside my children's lunch bag again this time. But then I thought, what will I replace it with since they won't be having their juice, as they call it, anymore? So I decided to make something new. Then I came across this video on how to make yogurt and I said, yes, this is it. I'm definitely going to try it. So I did and it came out perfect. So this is how I made my yogurt. First of all, I bought milk and a starter. I bought half kilo of milk for 4,000 naira and the brand name I bought is lactorich. So I bought it for 4,000 naira and the starter for 3,000 naira. That was the most shocking part of this yogurt making, because when they brought out that stuff for 3,000 naira, I was like, how? It was too small. It looked like something that could be sold for 50 naira or even less. Okay, so back to the procedure. I poured the milk, all of them, inside the pot. Then I dissolved it with hot water, boiling water at that. Then while dissolving, I noticed that the milk was lumpy, but I kept on dissolving though, because I had the intention to sieve out the lumps when I'm done dissolving. So I did sieve out the lumps with this sieve, as you can see here. So after that, I still tried to dissolve the lumps, yes, because that's my milk going to waste right there, and I wasn't going to have the milk waste just like that. So I dissolved the lumps again. I kept on dissolving and sieving until everything was completely dissolved. So after that, I dissolved the starter with milk, a scoop of milk from the one that I've diluted, that I've dissolved already. I dissolved the starter, then poured it inside the milk. But then I diluted the milk with cold water because I wasn't going to boil it again. So I didn't want to use water from the tap. So I used sachet water to dilute the milk. So I kept sieving and sieving to make sure that there was no lump left in the milk solution, so that I don't end up getting a lumpy yogurt. That won't be nice, of course. But like I said earlier, I later dissolved those lumps that you saw right now. I dissolved everything until they were completely dissolved. What I did was I'll dissolve, dilute it with water, then sieve it, dissolve, dilute, and until everything was completely dissolved. So here I kept on adding water to get a perfect consistency, not too watery, not too thick. So here I dissolved the starter. I dissolved it with the already diluted milk or the milk solution, and after that I poured it back into the whole thing. And after that I shared it into two, because I thought that maybe during the process that it was going to rise above the plate level, but I was wrong. It didn't rise above the plate level. The level remained the same. After mixing the starter with the milk solution, the next step is to check and ensure that your milk is warm, not hot. You take some drops, place it on the back of your palm, and make sure it doesn't burn. If it burns, you allow it to cool before you cover and take to the resting place. But if it is warm, like the normal water you mix for your bath, then you wrap it up with thick clothes. Here I used my mat. We used the mat for ironing, and then my big gown. Just ensure that wherever you're putting it is where it's going to be warm and dark, to enable the starter to be activated, to react. So I finished this whole thing around 10:40, and by 4:35, when I woke up in the morning, the yogurt was already formed. Though I tested it that time and it was just there, it was perfect. But around 7:30, when I told my sister to put it in the freezer so that it doesn't go more sour, because the more you leave it, the more sour it becomes. So by that 7:30, it was already sour. It was sour enough. So This is the end result, a creamy yogurt. Here it looks as if it's lumpy. No, it's not lumpy. It's simply because it was almost freezing, and when I brought it out, I sweetened it with sugar, and then I added my vanilla flavor, and this is the end result. It was so good. You can try this too. Bye, see you guys next time.